Welcome to another episode of Keeping It Real, the largest podcast in the country made for real estate agents and by real estate agents. My name is DJ Paris. I am your guide and host through the show. And today is our monthly episode called the Monday Market Minute with Carrie McCormick. This is our first time doing a video podcast, so you might be watching this or you might be listening to it. But if you aren't watching it, you can follow us on Facebook where you can see these videos, these episodes being recorded live, which is at facebook.com/Keeping It Real Pod. But let's get to our co-host, Carrie. If you're not familiar, she is a top 1% producer for over 20 years at properties. Carrie is very well respected and regarded in the industry. She's one of the she's not only top 1%, she's top 1% of 1%. We're so thrilled to have her. And every month she comes on the show to tell us what is going on in the local Chicago market and what realtors and our listeners should be thinking about and what they should be telling their clients. So it's nice to see you for the first time in a couple of years doing an episode. It's very awkward for both of us, but it's nice. And I appreciate you being on the show, especially in this trying time. So what's going on out there?
Yeah, it's first of all, I just want to say that I'm thinking about you, DJ, and your family and all your loved ones and, everyone listening. Everyone's trying to stay healthy and we're trying to be creative during our quarantine time. So I hope everyone's doing okay.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for saying that.
So, right now what I'm telling my clients and, everyone's very anxious, of course, given the market and, to answer anxiety is best with information, right? Smart, accurate, vetted information. And as everybody knows by now, Illinois has entered our shelter-in-place decree, which requires all of our non-essential businesses to close and also to severely limit our time out of our homes. And it's dramatic, but of course we all think it's necessary to measure in this time. So we've got to make this change. And it's going to be tough, and we're going to get through it all together. But the good news is for real estate agents, we've been deemed an essential business. So it allows us the flexibility to continue our businesses. Title companies are open, mortgage companies are open, movers are able to move, and contractors are able to, still work on homes. So we've been lucky that we're able to do this still.
And you've been in the industry for 20 years.
Yes. So I've been in for a long time, which is, it's been a great ride, and I've been through many of the ups and downs in the market. And, I would always say just anything in life, the downs always make you stronger personally and professionally. So I was through the 2001 crash. I was only 2 years in the business at the time. And of course, everyone, it's hard to forget the 2008 financial crisis. It's where we saw both the stock market and the housing market drop in tandem. And it was devastating. It was a devastating time. And usually the housing market crash, it's not tied to the stock market because people don't buy housing as investments, right? People usually buy a house because it's a basic need. And the decision to buy is usually prompted by entering a new stage in life. So 2008 was a crazy time. And I feel like, this is just another crazy time that we're going to have to go through.
Yeah, I really couldn't agree more. It just seems like this is a tough time. It doesn't seem like we're doing as many showings. People aren't as actively looking. People are just sort of staying put, I guess.
Yeah, and 2020 started off really strong. We had historically low inventory. We had rock bottom mortgage rates. Well, we did, up until like a week ago, and that usually sets the stage for a very competitive home buying season. And while recessions normally have a minor effect on the housing market, this virus is making life in the markets anything but normal. As you just said, like sellers don't want people in their homes. Buyers don't want to go into other people's homes. So it really makes our job very challenging. So what I would say is we have to use technology to help our clients. And let's face it, we as professionals, we have to protect ourselves. We have to protect our families. We have to protect our clients. So we have to do what it takes to continue the housing market going because it's our responsibility to make sure that our industry stays up to par as well. So it's a balancing act too of with the showings. Vacant homes are very easy to show, obviously, but when someone lives in a home and we have a buyer that wants to see it, it's a fine line that we have to walk, so we have to be cautious about it.
Yeah, I'm just curious before we move on, have you thought to, or have you heard of brokers doing virtual showings where maybe it's a home where maybe the seller doesn't really want people in there, but maybe they feel comfortable with the realtor and they could do a virtual showing. I don't know how effective those are, but I imagine people are starting to get more creative.
Yeah, we're definitely
To
getting
offer that.
creative. And the good news is that we do a lot of video work with all of our listings. So we already have the video walkthroughs and, of course,
Yeah.
floor plans and still pictures and different methods for it. But, buyers really just want to get inside and feel the home. So we're doing
Yeah.
everything possible, to make it work. But we'll see how the market reacts in the next week or two. And
Yeah. Well,
really ultimately, DJ, Chicago is, born and raised here. It's truly a resilient city. The people here, we care, we work together, and especially in the real estate community. I mean, we watch out for each other, and we're here to help each other. And like I said, Chicago is very resilient. We'll bounce back from it.
yeah. I mean, have you started putting more emphasis on social media right now to stay connected to your clients, to your sphere of influence, just to sort of keep people up to date?
Yeah, so definitely using social media in that, but again, we got to walk a fine line because no one wants to be sold to at this time. They want to be educated, but again, we're walking the fine line of promoting our clients' properties and, again, sending a caring message out to them. But through social media, what's been interesting is that I feel like we're all staying very connected with each other and across the world, not only just here in Chicago, right? We're seeing what's happening in China, Italy, and Spain, and we're seeing how they're coping with this. There's been some really funny memes and videos going around just to keep laughter in the air, which I think has been great. And just, again, staying connected and seeing how everyone's coping with it. So I think really ultimately what these downturns do is they bring everybody together, right? It's a way to stay sharp in your business, be effective, but also to come together, as a community and across the world.
Yeah, I agree. It's in a weird way, it's sort of the same thing. It's sort of a sad, darker thing to say, but it's true that they say weddings and funerals bring people together as
Yeah.
well. And obviously, this is a dark moment for the world. But maybe one silver lining, if there is one, is that we're thinking about what's most important to us. We're staying connected, reaching out to those people that otherwise we're too busy in our lives to always remember to do. And so now we all have a little bit more time to think about what's most important and remember those connections.
Right. And we're staying stronger together and in this time of complete uncertainty, and there's going to be a new strength. And when it's done, it's going to translate into very positive energy. And we're going to be happier and more successful than ever when it's over.
So how are you managing your business now that you're regulated to your home
Yeah.
most of the time? What are you doing? How are you managing that?
Yeah, it's for many of us, we're used to this hustle and we don't know what to do with ourselves. It's interesting. I cannot sit down. I find myself pacing around. I'm always doing something. So it's important to keep a little bit of a regimen. So what I say to people is limit your distractions, during your work hours, try to stay focused and limit your distractions. I've been eating much healthier because as a realtor, we're always on the run and I'm always picking up something bad and eating a candy bar here and there or, just something bad. So eating healthy during this time is going to be important. Maintain just normal hours. It's easy to get distracted and start binge watching TV or doing laundry or whatever it is, but just maintain your normal hours. And like I'm here in my home office, so I have a dedicated workspace. I've got everything here that I need. So it's nice when I come into my office, I feel like I'm really at work and I can stay focused. But I'd say most importantly, get dressed in the morning, put your bras on, put your pants on.
Yes.
like
Shower,
work,
shave,
sit around in your
do all
pajamas.
the things. Yeah, I agree. It really does set the stage for how you're going to act throughout the day. I know if I lay around, if I keep pajamas on during the day, I'm not as productive, I'm
Right.
just not. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. So, and, just stay connected with each other, right? And, if just as always, if anyone has any questions, comments, just wants to talk, I'm always available, so always pick up the phone and give me a call or send me an email.
And yeah, let's share that. What's the best way someone can call you or email you?
Yeah. So call me 312-961-4612, or you can email me at Carrie, Carrie, at properties.com. Or you can, we can chat on social media. There was something new that a client of mine sent to me. Let me just look, it's on my phone. It's called Marco Polo. I just downloaded it. She said it's the new Snapchat for adults. So
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
I don't know. I don't know much about it, but she just sent me a message through Marco Polo. So it could be a new
Okay. Yeah, I've
way to
never heard of it.
communicate with each other.
I will also say Carrie also is very active on Instagram. You can direct message her there as well. So definitely follow her. It's Carrie McCormick Real Estate. So you can check out her on Instagram. Great way to stay connected. And that leads me to my sort of marketing minute idea, which is this. If you've been listening to every episode, you've heard me say this a few times, so I apologize for that. But for our new listeners or people that are just picking up this episode, maybe missed a few, this is a great opportunity to really deepen the relationships you have with your sphere of influence and your existing clients. This is the time to let them know you're thinking about them. I was talking about this the other day on a podcast where I was thinking about all the services that I subscribe to and pay fees to. There's financial advisors, there's insurance agents, lenders, dentists, there's, haircut. And actually my hair person did reach out to me, but she was that was a couple nights ago. But before then, no one else had reached out individually. Now, I don't need people to. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't expect my insurance agent to see how I was doing. She has 5,000 clients and I'm just one. So I understand that this is not an easy thing for everyone who has lots and lots of clients or sphere of influence to do, but what a great opportunity to go that extra mile. And even if it's just send a text to everybody who's in your sphere of influence and just say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I hope you and your family are safe. My friends have done that, and my now the woman who cuts my hair has done that, and she and I are friends. But I really haven't received any other messages. I've gotten a lot of emails from people where they're blanketing out saying, here's what I think about, what's going on, and that's fine. But I always think a little personal touch is really what wins the game. So, for everyone listening, it's Sunday. If you're not super busy, you're probably not. This is a great opportunity to, if you have 200 people in your database, that's a lot. But, maybe knock out 50 text messages today and just let the people know you're thinking about them, or give them a call or leave them a voicemail, or, shoot them a message on social media and just say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I hope you're good. I will tell you that I would be so thrilled if any of those providers did that. It wouldn't, I'm not going to stop using them because they didn't. And I understand, I'm just one client, but it makes people feel special. And it's something that is free and easy to do. And we all have time to do it. And everyone is a little scared out there right now. People have anxiety. This is a great way for them to feel a little less alone, especially if they're, stuck at home. Maybe they're not living with anyone and they really are alone. So a great way to make them feel a little bit less alone. So anyway, that's a really simple message, but I think a good one for now. And again, I want to thank Carrie on behalf of our listeners for being our oldest co-host and our most favorite co-host, because people love these Monday Market Minutes. We're so thrilled that you were able to find time to do this, even throughout this potential challenge we're all dealing with. So for everyone out there, Carrie will be back next month. Again, please follow her on Instagram. You can find her at Carrie McCormick Real Estate. You can connect with her there. You can chat with her there. You can also email, you can call her, and also just reach out and stay connected to everybody, because now's the time to do that. And on behalf of Carrie and myself, we thank the listeners. If everyone could also think about just one other realtor that could benefit from watching updates like this to know what's going on in the local Chicago market, send this podcast over to another friend. We'd appreciate it. You can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/keeping it real pod, or visit our website. You can download every episode we've ever done, including every Monday Market Minute we've ever done with Carrie, and that's keepingitrealpod.com. But I guess I'll see you next month. Hopefully things will be better, and it might be back to normal, but who knows, right?
Stay healthy, everybody, and please reach out if there's anything that you need.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.